Hi, this is Teacher Jennifer from U.S. Citizenship Podcast. Happy African American History Month! During the month of February, U.S. Citizenship Podcast explores the connection between African American history and the USCIS Citizenship Interview. Our first interview is a re-edit of a 2016 citizenship interview with Krestos Negasi from Ethiopia. This mock citizenship interview was inspired by Holding the Bag, a high-beginning ESL novel about an Ethiopian-American cab driver in Washington, D.C. After the interview, I will talk a little bit more about Holding the Bag and how to contact our federal representatives in Washington, D.C. Let's get started.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm fine.
How is the weather today?
It's sunny.
How did you get here today?
I drove my taxi cab.
Why are you here today?
I want to become a U.S. citizen.
Do you promise to tell the truth?
Yes.
Explain how you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen.
I have been a legal permanent resident for 5 years.
State your full name.
Negasi Krestos.
What is your date of birth?
March 24, 1971.
What is the date of your permanent residence?
May 15, 2005.
What is the country of your birth?
Ethiopia.
What is the country of your nationality?
Ethiopia.
What is your current home address?
12 F Street Northwest, Apartment 2, Washington, D.C. 20006.
Do you work?
Yes, I have a job.
Where do you work?
I drive a taxi cab.
Since becoming a permanent resident, how many days have you spent outside the United States?
100 days.
How many trips have you taken outside of the United States?
2.
When did you leave and when did you come back?
I left May the 30th, 2009, and returned June the 30th, 2009.
What is your current marital status?
I'm married.
Do you have any children?
I have 2 children.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
I never said that I was a U.S. citizen.
Have you ever voted in the United States?
No, I have never chosen a U.S. leader.
Do you pay your taxes every year?
Yes, I pay my taxes every year.
Have you ever been a communist?
No.
What is communism?
Communism is the government of China, Vietnam, North Korea, and Cuba.
Have you ever been a terrorist?
No.
What is terrorism?
A terrorist uses violence to control people and governments.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
What is arrested?
The police stop you and take you to jail because the police think that you broke the law.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
No.
What is a habitual drunkard?
A habitual drunkard drinks too much alcohol every day and becomes sick.
Have you ever been deported?
No.
What is deported?
Deported means that the U.S. government says that I must go back to my old country.
Do you support the Constitution?
Yes.
What is the Constitution?
The supreme law of the land.
What is the United States form of government?
A republic and a democracy.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance?
Yes.
What is the oath of allegiance?
I promise to always be loyal to the USA.
Do you promise to bear arms when required by U.S. law?
Yes.
What is to bear arms?
To bear arms means to carry a weapon when the law requires it.
Do you promise to perform non-combatant work?
Yes.
What is non-combatant?
Non-combatant means to help the U.S. Armed Services without using weapons.
Do you promise to help during a national emergency?
Yes.
If there is a national emergency, who would you help?
The Red Cross.
Sign your name? Print your name? Initial here and here? and write the date. Let's continue. Are you ready for your civics test?
Yes.
What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
He worked for equality for all Americans.
Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government?
To print money.
What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
What is one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
He freed the slaves.
There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote.
What movement tried to end racial discrimination?
The Civil Rights Movement.
A bit more about holding the bag. Negasi is a Washington, D.C. taxi driver from Ethiopia who has been in the U.S. for many years and has a family. He accidentally becomes involved in a robbery and faces a moral issue. You can order Holding the Bag by Anna Gianola or Citizenship Passing the Test by Lynn Weintraub from newreaderspress.com. Check the show notes for the links. More about holding the bag. From July 5th to July 21st, 2017, I taught a combined ESL 2 and ESL 3 class at Milpitas Adult School. We took this opportunity to study ESL citizenship and read Holding the Bag, an ESL novel set in Washington, D.C., that had many opportunities to study for the U.S. Citizenship Interview. During our class, I posted daily audio files, videos, and online citizenship activities related to each chapter of the book. After the class ended, we continued to post edpuzzles of VOA Learning English Presidents videos to our class website, milpitaschat.com. Since this 3-week summer school class has ended, I am proud to announce that 4 students have become U.S. citizens. Students who would normally not qualify for the citizenship class because of their low literacy level. Why did they pass? Because they had a goal, to become a U.S. citizen. To achieve their goal, they continued to study citizenship and practice speaking English a little bit every day, inside and outside the classroom. For more info, go to milpitaschat.com and look for our beginning level citizenship class. Before we end the show, I would like to give you a heads up about the upcoming Congressional budget vote, which is centered around DACA and U.S. immigration policy. DACA is the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. This is an American immigration policy that allows some individuals who entered the country as minors to live, work, and go to school in the United States without fear of deportation. Last September, the Trump administration tried to end the DACA program. In January 2018, a federal judge said that the USCIS must continue to renew DACA applications. On January 19th, the U.S. government shut down for 2 days over a stalemate on DACA. At that time, Congress voted to defer a decision about DACA for 3 weeks. The deadline is coming up this week on February the 15th. Congress has still been unable to make a decision about DACA. Although a government shutdown does not affect USCIS citizenship services, take this opportunity to make your voice heard. Contact your federal representatives by phone or email via senate.gov or house.gov, or even use your social media accounts to do so. You can also call or write the president. Go to www.whitehouse.gov, or you could send a letter or postcard to the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C., 20500. Phone number 202-456-1111. Write, record, tweet, or post a simple message such as, "I support DACA." For more information, watch or listen to our January 21st podcast, USCIS and the Government Shutdown, and check the show notes for links and more details. Thanks to the students and staff of Milpitas Adult School. Please visit us on the web at uscitizenpod.com, where you can find more citizenship resources for African American History Month, which include citizenship, immigration, and government resources in African languages.